Chapter 22, Mishnah 10. The Mishnah continues to discuss the status of different types of seats. The first is a chair placed over a chamber pot in the bathroom. It had a metal frame covered by a piece of leather that formed the seat. The bathroom chair can become tame through midras because people sit on it, and as a result, it can also become tame from a corpse. If the leather seat separated from the frame, the leather seat can become tame through midras because people use it on its own as a mat to sit upon. And the metal frame can become tame from a corpse because even though it cannot be used as a seat without the leather, it remains a useful kli on its own. A trascal is a small container made from a board of willow wood wrapped in leather. The leather came up around all four sides of the board and formed a rim that could contain things. The trascal was also used as a cushion for sitting upon. A trascal whose cover was made of leather can become tame through midras because people sit on it, and as a result, it can also become tame from a corpse. If the leather cover separated from the wood, the leather cover can become tame through midras because people would use it on its own as a mat to sit upon. But the wooden part of the trascal is completely tahor from all forms of tuma. It is not subject to tumas midras because without the leather wrapping, it is too small to sit upon. It is not subject to corpse tuma because it is no longer a container. Mishnah 3 above had discussed benches made of wood. Our Mishnah discusses a bench that has a stone seat and wooden legs. Regarding stone benches that are in the bathhouse for people to sit upon while bathing, and its two legs are made of wood. The two legs can become tame through midras even though the stone seat remains tahor. If one of the legs is made of wood and one is made of stone, then the entire bench, including the one wooden leg, is tahor. In a bathhouse, the dirty water would flow along the floor to the outside, and wooden boards were placed upon the floor for people to walk upon so that their clothes would not be ruined by the dirty water. People would sometimes sit on these boards, so the Mishnah discusses whether these boards are subject to tumas midras. Regarding the boards that are placed on the floor in the bathhouse, that one planed smooth. Rabbi Akiva rules that this act of preparation makes them into a seat that is able to become tame through midras. But the sages rule that the boards are completely tahor, because they are made only for the dirty water to run under them. Even though the boards were made smooth and more comfortable for sitting upon, their main purpose is to protect people's clothing from the dirty water, and so they are not subject to tumas midras. A fumigator is a wooden utensil that holds clothing over burning spices to give the clothing a nice smell. The Mishnah discusses the status of two different types of fumigators. A fumigator that is shaped like a basket and has a place for holding clothing inside it can become tame because it is a wooden kli that has a container. But the fumigator made like a beehive, meaning that it is open at both ends and the clothing is spread on top of it rather than being placed inside it, is tahor because it has no container.